Wow, it's an honor. You know, I mean, I've been inducted into some Hall of Fames, but, you know, never the first. And, you know, I didn't know that I was going to get out of this school, let alone be honored years later. You know, I just figured.
Still thinking about you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was honored. It was amazing. I mean, there are so many people that graduated from Sparkman. I was humbled to be a part of it.
It's pretty amazing. My dad loved Sparkman, and he loved being a senator. When they emailed us, it was just an honor that he's been passed for 5 years now. So it was really neat for me to know that there are still people who still think about him, not just us that were family. That Sparkman, which meant so much to him, people still think about him here. So that was sweet.
My wife would have been so pleased. The school had not been in existence that long when she came here, about 15 years, but she worked here for 25 years, and Sparkman was a special place to her, and for her to be selected for this honor, she would be very pleased.
I meet guys and girls, you know, at UNA who, when I ask them, where are you from? Huntsville. Well, what school did you go to? Sparkman. You know, hey, I went to Sparkman, and, you know, we strike up a conversation. It is a family, you know. I mean, years later, you know, I am an alum and they're an alums, but, you know, we still talk, we still communicate and things like that. So I like that. It's not like a really huge school where, you know, I went to some big school and I don't know who you are or something like that. It still has that down-home feeling.
Yeah, I think being involved in everything possible that you're passionate about will help you succeed later in life, yeah.
Her entire teaching career, and for about 15 years after that, was working with kids from this area because we had a business training cheerleaders, and so she knew all of the kids, not only from this school but all the other schools, and Sparkman was a special place for my family.
He just came here when he graduated from Auburn University, and he's been this was his second teaching job, and he stayed here ever since.
They called me and told me about it, and I was like, really? Are you for real? Yeah, it took a minute to set in, you know. I went about my day, and then when I got home and finally sat down and quit moving, you know, I was like, I'm getting in the Hall of Fame. And I didn't know that this was the first class until I got here today, so it was very, very, very much an honor.
She was a teacher, coach, and she taught PE for 25 years, and so when she retired, my daughter, Lisa Adderholt, took her slot, and so my family has been connected with Sparkman High School for 43 years.
I guess just take every opportunity that comes your way, get involved and make the best of the 4 years that you can. Not only just planning ahead, but just to have fun and be involved, yeah.
I meet Sparkman graduates in my daily, you know, work, and they're always holding to the standards that, you know, Sparkman puts up. You know, they're always good kids.
Mr. Prater, who was one of the honorees today, grew up about a mile from me, about 50 miles from here. Steve Holland knew well. Jeff Red Cross, I came to a lot of his ball games and would even scrimmage some against them when they were in high school playing. So that's, you know, a lot of good people were selected this time.
It's one of the biggest honors of my life. My dad was very big on his legacy and how he conducted himself here in this place. It was his mission field. That's how he always associated it. And so it's just an honor to be here on his behalf.
We laughingly tell that she wouldn't know how to fill out a resume for a job anywhere else because she spent her entire teaching career here at Sparkman.
Oh man, it's really different, man. The school is different. It's a lot cleaner than the other school was.
Yeah, it looks the same. I forgot the halls were this big. I saw Coach Talega down there. He looks the exact same. I don't know if he still plays trash ball or not. And yeah, it feels like coming home. It feels good, and I think you all will feel that way in the future as well. Yeah.
I think that's super special that my dad would just be so, like, as he would say, he would be tickled. Like, this would be a major honor for him. I mean, he had his master's degree and, you know, lots of honors in his life, but this would be right up there for him.
Yes, it laid the groundwork. You know, I mean, you have to have a good work ethic, and you know, this is where it begins. You know, this is where I began to play organized sports. You know, and that was my saving grace, because had it not been for organized sports, I probably would have been in somebody's penitentiary now. So, yes, Sparkman was instrumental in changing my life.
Yeah, I was supposed to, and it's got a little bit emotional. And about 15 seconds before we were supposed to go on the stage, I asked her to do it, so I caught her off guard, but she did well. So she pinch hit. Really, the pinch hitter was better than I would have done.